Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Last year I made just under 20K in eBay sales, all from thrifting and flipping items for a profit. Today's video, I'm showing you everything that sold for an entire month, the best flips, unexpected surprises, and what I'll be looking out for the next time when I'm thrifting. If you're reselling or just starting your eBay side hustle, you're going to want to watch this. Let's get started and see what sold. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth and welcome back to the channel. This week I'm sharing exactly what sold on eBay and how those sales are adding up. My goal is to sell 10 items this week and I'll walk you through each one so you can see what's moving, how much they sold for, and the strategies that I use to keep the sales consistent. Stick around to the very end to see if I hit my 10 item goal and so you can see exactly my system that made me just under 20K in eBay sales last year. Let's get started. First up, we have Bridge and Burn. This is a woman's large red waxed Miller Rain hooded long jacket zip outdoor. So this is an American brand, and I believe it's based out of Portland, Oregon, and it has a very outdoorsy type feel aesthetic to it. This is long sleeve, this is longer length, full zip with pockets and the really cute plaid inner detailing, and it's hooded as well. So as you can see in my title, I threw in a lot of those keywords. This one did have a small flaw right by the zipper. It appears to have some type of clunk of something. It kind of feels like wax. And I noted that in the description as well as the photograph. So that way the buyer knew exactly what they were getting. I bought this at my local thrift for $3.52. My total sale came out to $26.87. If it did not have that blemish, I would have been looking around the $40 to $60 mark for this item. But because of the blemish, I wanted to make sure that it was reflected in the price. So there are certain things out there, even though it may have a blemish, it still can retain a good resale value. And this is a great example of that. It was only in my store for 3 weeks, and this item sold on August 31st. So I'm really happy about the sale. The next item that sold is by the brand Reformation. This is a woman's medium black jogger sweatpants, casual minimalistic loungewear pants. Reformation is a brand that retails for a lot. And when it comes to the reselling market, depending upon what you have, it definitely can resell for quite a bit of money. So this is just a plain pair of black jogger sweatpants with the elastic waist. The legging style is definitely more on the baggier, wide leg style, but it's your simple black jogger sweatpants. So I threw in their casual, minimalistic loungewear. Those are, again, some keywords that can help put this item in front of buyers who are looking for this particular type of a clothing item. I bought this at my thrift for $2.43. My total sale came out to $31.30, which I'm pretty happy about given the fact that this is, again, just a super plain pair of black jogger pants. It did not stay for me for very long. I had this in my store for about 2 months, and this item sold on September 3rd. Then we have this next sale. This is by the brand Cool. This is a women's large base camp short sleeve button up shirt, hiking outdoors, UPF, excellent use condition. Cole used to be a Bolo brand when I first started reselling consistently as a side hustle. However, nowadays, the value of coal has definitely decreased. I still will pick up coal items when I check comps. I want to make sure that there is a demand for it. And when I came across this one at my local thrift, people were looking for items like this. So I picked this up. It is a button down pocket, plaid, short sleeve shirt. It definitely has more added value because it does have the UPF protection. So that's always a great thing to look out for items that have that element built in. I bought this for $1.50. My total sale came out to $27.14. It only took 2 weeks to sell, so this one definitely was a fast sale for me. And this item sold on September the 6th. Moving on, we have the next brand, Bowden. This is a woman's large wool blend sweater, red, white stripe, nautical button front classic. Bowden is a pretty good brand that I consistently pick up and it consistently sells for me. But I do like to pick up items that are in the larger sizes and plus sizes. So this one is in a large. It has the white and red classic stripes. I know we are a few months away from Christmas, but sometimes people like to shop early. This one has some cute buttons on the side, and it's just great for fall and winter seasons. So I picked this up for $1.54 at my local thrift. My total sale came out to $27.99. It took me 4 months to sell this item, and this piece sold on September the 6th. Next up, we have the brand Torrid. This is a woman's plus 24 Barbie pink crepe high waisted shorts, pocket adjustable, new with tags. Torrid is a mall brand, and I typically don't pick up any mall brands, but if I see Torrid with new with tags, I will definitely pick it up. You do have to do some research to see what particular items are in demand and if they're selling. And so when I picked this one up, there was definitely a market for it. This is a really nice, just really chic Barbie pink crepe high waisted pair of shorts. It has pockets, and the fabric is like really flowy and lightweight. So, this was a great piece that I found for $4.32 at my local thrift. My total sale came out to $24.99. For these particular pieces, they aren't going to be your bolo pieces, but they are pieces that can still provide you those consistent bread and butter sales. And so when I see this at my thrift, I definitely pick it up. I only had this item in my store for about 6 months, and this item sold on September the 6th. Thanks so much for sticking with me this long. Let's dive straight into the numbers. My total cost of goods came out to $13.31. My total sales came out to $138.29. I only sold 5 items this week, which is half of my target goal, selling at least 10 items or more, because I only list 10 items each week. And so, of course, I would love to make more sales, but sometimes you just don't. This is the reality of reselling. However, I will have to say, I'm doing everything that I can within my locus of control, keeping my systems going, continuing to list as I do, and tweaking and trying out different things to see how it could impact and increase my sales. And so that's all part of this reselling game that I'm in. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for my 5 sales. Everything that sold this week is going to be for the week of August 31st through September 6th. If you have found value watching this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share. The feedback that you provide definitely helps my small channel grow, so I really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye. I made hundreds of dollars in last week's eBay paycheck, and I only listed 10 items. Want to see what sold so you can source the same things? Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth. Welcome back. In today's video, I'll show you exactly what sold from my eBay store last week, the profit I made, and tips you can grab the same types of items at your local thrift. Let's get started. This first item that sold is going to be by the brand Born. This is a woman's size 1042 brown leather ballet flats, cushion comfort stitch, excellent used condition. I personally like this brand. They produce very high quality, typically 100% leather men and women's shoes. However, Born does tend to sit a little bit longer in my eBay store, but there are definitely people out there looking for this brand. So this is kind of like a hobo style vibe with the stitching detailing. It's a really cute pair of flats. This one was in a larger size, in a size 10, 42. And I like to include both types of sizes, US and European sizes, in my title as buyers are looking for either or. And then I also included keywords like cushion, comfort, and stitch to help share out a little bit more within that title. I bought this at my local thrift for $2.14. It came out to a $29.99 total price for the sale price. And this item sat in my store for 8 months. It finally sold on September the 8th. This next item that sold is another leather piece. This is by the brand Hobo International. This is the Madeline Clutch Vintage 90s Brown Distress Leather Fold Over. Hobo International is a great brand. The things that I pick up do sell, and so this is consistent seller for me. This is a vintage 90s vibe. Again, that boho style with the little rings in the front. On the back, there is some discoloration. However, I think it adds to that distressed appeal. I did include like 90s distressed leather. It's also a fold over, so I included that in my title. I bought this for just $1.99. I really enjoy picking up accessory pieces at my local thrift. They are definitely more on the lower side in terms of pricing, so I was glad to pick that up for that price. My total sale price came out to $26.99. It only took 2 months for this item to sold, or sell rather, and this item sold on September the 9th. Next up, we have the brand Kiona. This is a 2X black faux wrap top, V-neck stretch knit pullover ruched slimming excellent use condition. So that is quite a mouthful for the title. Kiona is a great brand. Everything that I pick up, I always sell. They are definitely well known for their plus size. So this is in a 2X. This silhouette is just a classic wrap top with a V-neck. Again, it has like the ruching on the sides for that slimming effect. It's knit and it is a pullover. So be on the lookout for this brand. This is definitely a great brand to pick up. The cost for this item came out to $2.14. My total sale came out to $28.99. It took 2 months for this item to sell, and this item sold on the 9th. So not only do they make this brand, Kiona makes tops, but they are also known for their jumpsuits. They're more substantial pieces like maxi dresses. You can definitely get more if you have like a maxi dress or just a more longer length item. Up next, we have another Born item that sold. This is a woman size 10 medium, black leather loafer, flats, Melina slip-on, comfort casual. This particular aesthetic definitely is screaming minimalistic, old money vibes, very classic. It's just your quintessential black loafer. It looks and feels so much more expensive than it really is. I wish you guys could feel the leather. Again, Born is using their, high quality leathers, and the construction is also excellent. This item I bought at my local thrift for $3.21. The total sale came out to $52.99. So it was a wonderful flip. It did sit in my store for about 7 months. It finally sold on September 10th. However, I am happy and willing to hold my items a little bit longer if it's going to give me good returns, such as this one. So I'm really happy about that flip. Another great flip is going to be by this brand, Marine Layer. This is a woman's medium Corvette quilted hoodie, red coastal outdoor pullover, new with tags. When I spotted this at my thrift, I was drawn to it with its really beautiful quilting, and then I saw the new with tags, and that is always a plus when you can find a great brand with new with tags. So this one here is a long sleeve hoodie. It has the pockets in the front, super classic. I did put in my title coastal and outdoor. I added the quilting detailing as well. So just a lot of good, great keywords. I bought this for only $1.50. Again, the reason why my cost of goods are so low is because I only shop at my thrift stores on coupon days. And because of that, that's allowed me to pick up my items for just a few dollars. The total sale came out to $46.99. This item sold in 2 weeks, and this was purchased on September the 10th. Next, we have the brand Charter Club. This is a cashmere sweater, women large, gray long sleeve pullover luxury soft, excellent use condition. Charter Club is a mall brand. It's sold at the Macy's department, and this is 100% cashmere. Now, that is the key piece in why I'm picking up this mall brand. I would typically just pass through everything else from Charter Club, but if it's a 100% cashmere sweater, I will definitely be picking it up. We are in fall and the winter seasons, and so people are looking for cashmere pieces. And Charter Club is a great brand that consistently sells for me, even though it's a mall brand. I bought this for $2.48. My total sale came out to $29.99. My length of time for this item was only 2 months sitting in my store. This item sold on the 10th. And so, if you are aware of the different mall brands and the type of item coupled with the specific material that the item is made of, you can still definitely get a great return for these mall pieces. Another mall brand that sold this week is going to be by the brand Liz Claiborne. This is a woman's extra large beige trench coat, jacket double breasted, new with tags. When I came across this item at my thrift, I was automatically drawn to it with its classic trench coat. I think you can never go wrong with a classic trench like this one in the fall, winter, and spring seasons. This one was new with tags, which is another big plus. I typically will just leave this type of brand because it's from JCPenney. I will just pass through, but because of all the different layers of factors, given the fact that it's new with tags, it has a classic silhouette, it's a classic trench, it's in a large size, in an extra large. These are all great pieces that prompted me to do a quick comp search. There was definitely a market for it, and I picked it up. I bought this at my local thrift for only $2.43. My total sale price came out to $69.99. It only took 1 month to sell, and this item sold on September the 11th. So, again, be mindful of your mall brands. If you have the right combination of different factors, you can definitely make a great flip. Here's another Charter Club sale. This is a women's large 100% cashmere pullover sweater, luxury soft, excellent use condition. So very similar to the first one that I showed. This is a 100% cashmere sweater. This one is in a turtleneck style, long sleeve, in a great size and a size large. People are definitely looking for these particular items. I bought this for $2.53. My total sale came out to $29.65. It took 3 weeks to sell. This item sold on the 12th. And so be on the lookout for Charter Club from Macy's. They are a great flip. Thank you for sticking with me this long into the video. Let's go ahead and crunch the numbers. So the total cost of goods this week came out to $18.42. My total sales came out to $315.58. I was able to sell 8 items last week. I was just shy under 10. 10 is my goal every single week because I list 10 items and I want to be able to sell at least 10 items or more each week. However, I'm really happy with my flip this week, and so we'll see what next week brings. All of these items that sold were from September 7th through the 13th. If you have found value watching this What Sold video today, go ahead and subscribe, like, drop a comment, and share. The feedback that you provide me definitely helps my small channel grow, and I'm so appreciative of everybody that has left me a comment, just sharing out your feedback to the content that I am putting out there. Be on the lookout for my next video coming to you soon. Take care. Bye. Another eBay paycheck this week. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth and I'm sharing exactly what sold in my eBay store this week. Last year, I pulled in nearly 20K while being a mom and working full time. And today, I'll break down what people are buying right now, the numbers behind it, and whether if I hit my 10 sales goal this week. Let's get started. This first item that sold is by Parsley and Sage. This is a blouse, women's small, boho floral, wire collar, artsy top, multicolor, new with tags. Parsley and Page has a consistent following. Every time I pick their items up, they always sell. They're known for their art to wear, boho, flowy type tops. I've also purchased sweaters from this particular brand as well. So when you see them out in the wild, make sure to pick it up. They definitely resell for a great price. I bought this for $2.48. This item sold for $33.75. It took 2 months for this item to sell, and this item sold on the 14th. For this particular one, it was quite interesting given that the collar had this little wire that helped to prop up the collar really high up or low. So, this was definitely a unique piece. It was new with tags as well. And so, just one of those prime indicators of what this brand stands for, very artsy, art to wear, boho, lots of different colors that can really stand out when you're going through the racks. This next item is by the brand Maui Built. This is a men's medium multicolor plaid shirt, pocket button logo, short sleeve, excellent use condition. Despite Maui in Hawaii, that whole logo theme, this item is actually made in Russia, which is quite interesting. This is a new to me brand. And so whenever you're out at the thrift and you come across something that feels quality, which this one did, you always want to do a quick comp search to see if there's a market for it. And that's exactly what I did. There's quite a bit of branding with the little red tag logo on the sleeves, the buttons. And so when I'm out there and I come across something that has a lot of logos throughout the garment, I will again be pushed to do a quick comp search and see if that item is selling for a good price. I bought this for $3.33. It sold for $26.99. It took 6 months for this item to sell, and this item sold on the 15th. Next up, we have La Blanca. This is a one piece swimsuit, size 14, new with tags, blue, high neck, one piece, tie back bathing suit. I like picking up La Blanca in new with tags condition. If it's not new with tags, I typically will leave it be. I just find that it sits longer in my store if it's not new with tags. So this one was a great find. It's a one piece. It has this really pretty print pattern to it. It has the high halter style along with the tie back feature as well. I bought this for $1.66 at my local thrift. It sold for 48.14. So this was a great flip. It only took 2 months to sell. This item sold on the 16th. Although we are definitely in fall season right now, there are still people buying summer pieces, and I'm expecting for that to kind of taper off as we dive more into the fall and winter seasons. This next item is a Halloween costume. This is the Scream Ghostface mask costume cosplay size large youth knife three-piece set. Halloween is just right around the corner. This costume is actually one of mine that I personally own. I didn't get a chance to list it until a few months ago, so I'm glad that I did. Because this item belonged to me, I didn't have to spend any money sourcing it, so it was $0. This item did sell for $18.22. It took 9 months to sell, and this item sold on the 16th. That's one of the perks about being an eBay seller is that if you have items just lying around the house you no longer need, you can definitely just list them on your eBay store because chances are someone somewhere are looking for what you are selling. Up next, we have Susan Graver. This is a woman's 1X zip jacket, blue paisley, casual, coastal, artsy, excellent use condition. Susan Graver is a great bread and butter brand for me. I love picking this brand in plus sizes. I find that anything that's not plus size will sit a lot longer in my store. And so finding plus sizes is always an automatic pickup for me. This jacket has a really pretty paisley print. It has a full zip, long sleeve, and a good weight to the knit material. So this is going to be perfect for the upcoming fall season as we are in it right now. I bought this for $1.58 at my local thrift. This item sold for $26.57 and only took 1 month for it to sell, and this item sold on the 17th. This next item is going to be a vintage JCPenney size medium USA Olympic windbreaker jacket, 80s, 90s, red, blue, zip, made in Macau. So JCPenney is one of those mall brands that we all know. I do not pick up things from JCPenney unless there are a key few features that makes it worthwhile. The first factor is that this piece is vintage. It was mainly created for the Olympic, the USA Olympic, back in the either 80s or 90s. It is made in Macau. So, all of these different factors kind of helped push me over to do a research comp. There was a market for it, people were buying items like this one. So, for these reasons, I went ahead and purchased it. If it was just a windbreaker from JCPenney, one of their more typical brands, I would have just left it. Sometimes you can find gems from JCPenney or other mall brands that have the perfect marriage of the factors that has a following or that has a good market for it on the resell platform. So always check because you just never know what you're going to find. This item was $3.52 at my thrift. It sold for $31.32. It only took 1 month for this item to sell, and this item sold on the 17th. Next, we have the brand Canar. This is a women's medium beige mock neck, 2-ply cashmere cardigan, long sleeve sweater, excellent use condition. Although we are in the start of fall season, cashmere pieces are definitely selling from my store. I sold 2 sweaters last week from the cashmere material line. So we have cashmere selling again this week. This is a beautiful 100% cashmere cardigan. It has the pretty buttons in this beautiful beigey brown color. And it's just super nice for this type of season. I bought it for $3.52. My total sale came out to $31.99. It only took 2 months for this item to sell, and this item sold on September 19th. Thank you guys for sticking with me this long into the video. Let's go ahead and look at the numbers. So my total cost of goods this week came out to $16.09. My total sales came out to $216.98. I was able to sell 7 items this week. I wasn't able to reach my 10 item sale mark that I always set for myself, but I am grateful for the ones that were sold. Everything that you saw in this video was sold from September 14th through the 20th. If you have found value watching this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, and share. The feedback that you provide me definitely helps my small channel grow, so I appreciate it. I post 3 videos every single week, so I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Would you believe I turned a few dollars at the thrift into hundreds of dollars this week? Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth, and today I'll show you exactly what sold from my eBay store, the flips, the profits, and how you can do the same. This is the same exact strategy I used to make nearly 20K in eBay sales last year. Let's get started. This first item that sold is going to be by the brand Max Mara. This is a women's medium blue plunging faux wrap ruched knit stretch 3/4 sleeve top. Max Mara is a very expensive contemporary brand. They're known for their jackets and their coats, but they also do knitwear like this one that you see here. This is a really pretty like faux wrap. It's a very light, stretchy material, so perfect for the office or career wear. I bought this at my local thrift for $5.70. My total sale came out to $34.38. It took 6 months to sell, and this item sold on the 21st. As you can see in the photos, there is some wearing and a small discoloration at the very bottom, which I noted in the description. Despite all of that, it's still sold. This next brand is a new to me brand. This is by Sabo Skirt Australia. This is a women's small medium linen floral print shirt shorts set. Excellent use condition boho. This is a new brand to me, as I had mentioned earlier, and I'm so glad that I got to learn about this brand. There's definitely a following, and the resale price for this particular brand ranges between the $30 to $60 mark pre-owned. So this is a 100% linen. It has this really pretty bright floral summer print. It came in a set. Sometimes when you're at the thrift, you come across sets with different sizing. This one was okay given the fact that the boxy oversized fit is definitely very in right now. And so even though the top was a larger size, when you put the pieces together, it still looks awesome. It has definitely a boho vibe, which I threw that in the one of the keywords in the listing title. I bought this for $5.82 for both sets. My total sale came out to $36.99. It only took 1 month to sell, despite the fact that we're already in fall. It's still sold, and this item sold on the 23rd. Next up, we have Royal Robins. This is a woman's medium blue cap sleeve print, active outdoor dress, excellent use condition, hiking. If you don't know Royal Robins, this is an outdoor brand, athleisure wear brand. So I put in active outdoor, hiking, camping, that sort of aesthetic. This is a really nice stretchy material, perfect for just being more active. So I bought this at my local thrift for $1.48. The total sale came out to $32.14. The length of time it took for this item to sell was 10 months. I'm not really sure why it took so long, because we are transitioning from the summer season into the fall. Sometimes things just kind of sit in my store for a while, but I'm glad that it did sell. This item sold on the 24th. Next, we have Dooney and Burke logo canvas leather, tassel top handle, shoulder bag beige. If you don't know Dooney and Burke, this is a very popular contemporary handbag. They do a lot of leather goods. They're mainly known for their handbags, but this is one that I definitely saw when I was at the thrift, given the logo all over print on this canvas bag. It had leather straps. And overall, just a very nice bag. However, this item did have a bunch of different imperfections. As you can see in the photos, there's a lot of discoloration all over. There are some wear on the leather straps. Even despite all of these imperfections, I still knew that it was worth something, that somebody was going to pay for this item. So I bought this for $2.76 at my local thrift. It did sell for $27.68. Now, if this item was in very good condition, I would have definitely gotten more, but my price that I'm listing it at has to reflect the condition of the item as well. So I went ahead and accepted an offer. So I'm very happy that it sold. The length of time it took for this item to sell was 3 weeks, and this item sold on the 24th. This next item that sold is by the brand Miracle Suit. This is a women's 14 one-piece swimsuit, geometric print, slimming underwear, excellent use condition. Miracle Suit is one of my favorite swimwear brands to thrift and resell. Whenever I pick up this brand, it always sells, and it sells for really good money. Miracle Suit is known for their support swimwear. Typically, when I pick up Miracle Suit, it's their one piece with the ruching on the side. It comes with a really all over fun print like this one. And mainly the sizes that I pick up are of larger sizes. I bought this at my local thrift for $1.50. My total sale came out to $38.47. It only took 1 month to sell, and this item sold on the 26th. And again, even though we are transitioning into the fall and winter seasons, these summer pieces are always selling, which is why I love being an all-around, all-season reseller. You just don't ever know what people are looking for to buy, whether they're going on vacation, whether it's to the beach or to the mountains. It gives you just that leverage of providing more options for people who are looking for specific items. Next up, we have Uggs. This is a woman's 8.5 brown leather Shirley lined mid-calf winter boots. This is definitely a more piece suited for the fall and winter seasons. This is a really pretty dark brown winter boots. It has this really cool zipper design and the shirling lined on the inside. I bought this at my local thrift for $2.53. My total sale came out to $33.06. It only took 1 month to sell, and this item sold on the 26th. I will have to say, in more recent years, the resale value of Uggs has definitely gone down. I feel like in prior years, you could definitely get more for it, or it could just be that I had a specific style that deemed around that price. So something to be on the lookout for. Next up, we have J. Jill. This is a woman's large petite linen blend, button pocket, beachy, comfy, long sleeve jacket. J. Jill is kind of like a hit or miss for me. This is definitely one of my older items. I would definitely have to research comps to see the demand for it, but I'm glad that this one sold from my store. This is a linen blend, long sleeve jacket, kind of that coastal, beachy, comfy vibe. I bought this for $1.80 at my local thrift. My total sale came out to $24.99. It took me 15 months to sell this item. This was over a year long. I'm thinking with the fact that it is a petite size of a large. I don't really know. Maybe the demand is just a bit saturated for this item, but I think I'm going to be more careful the next time I run into J. Jill. I think I will only pick up items with new tags. This item sold on the 27th. Then we have Bard McNutt Lennon Murano, I think that's how you say it, men's size large purple plaid shirt, button preppy, excellent use condition. When you come across the brand Bard McNutt, whether it's a collaboration with J. Crew or another brand, pick it up. People are definitely looking for this particular logo for its linen pieces. This shirt has a really pretty purple, deep color. It has stripes all over. It's a button down, short sleeve, just a really classic shirt. I bought this for $2.65. My total sale came out to $26.99. It took 7 months to sell, and this item sold on September 27th. Next up, we have the brand Bedhead. This is a woman's extra small silk cami shorts, pajama set, multicolor, drink print, excellent use condition. When I saw this at the thrift, I was definitely drawn to it with its super colorful designs. I don't know what these drinks are, but they're some type of drink, and it's just a really fun print. When I checked the labels, I saw that this was made out of 100% silk, and so that definitely upped the resale value on this one. Despite its small size, it's still sold pretty fast within my store. I bought this all together for $5.06. My total sale came out to $47.47. It only took 1 month to sell, and this item sold on the 27th. So be on the lookout for this brand. I'm definitely going to be checking my pajama sleepwear section. This is one to pick up for sure. Then we have the brand Aeroskin California. This is a woman's 2XL black one-piece wetsuit, scuba diving rash USA. This is a very new to me brand. Sometimes when I come across wetsuits or other pieces that I know is substantial and has a value, I will experiment, buy it, and post it in my store to see if it would sell, and this is definitely an example of that. This is a long, full-length wetsuit that you can use with the water sports and water activities, things like that. I bought this for $2.32. It sold for $42.99. That was my total purchase price. The length of time it sat in my store was just 6 months. This item sold on the 27th. And so sometimes with this reselling game, you kind of have to experiment to see what would work and what doesn't. And I'm glad that my cost of goods are low enough for me to be able to do that. All right, guys, that is all of my sales. Let's go ahead and crunch the numbers. So my total cost of goods this week came out to $31.62. My total sales came out to $345.17. I'm really happy about my return on investment where I'm spending a few dollars and in return I get hundreds of dollars. I was able to reach my 10 sale per week as I only list 10 items a week. So I'm really glad about that. Everything that you saw today was sold from September 21st to September 27th. If you are starting out in this reselling business on eBay and you want to check out my eBay starter kit, I provided a link below. It's completely free. My sister actually is now getting started into the reselling game as well. And so I created these documents for her. And these were pieces that I wish I had when I was starting. So check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me this long into the video. And if you have found value watching, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. The feedback you provide for me definitely helps my small channel grow. Be on the lookout for the next video coming to you soon. Bye.